Well, we're going to save you some money and space today by showing you products that you can repurpose for a second use. So who other than organizational expert herself, Ty Edwards, with all things in place, has tried them out for us so we know that they work. Love having you. You know what, you bring products and you look at them and say, what in the world can you really do with that again and again?
Right, and when you get done with it, you're like, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and get rid of it and throw it away. But then you're like, you know what, maybe there's another use for it.
This woman will find other uses for items around the house. Let's start with the kitchen.
Okay, we'll start with the kitchen. Of course, if you have one of these, it's a magazine rack,
It
right?
is a magazine holder, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you decide, okay, I don't want this anymore, but I still could use it, this is very good for holding plastic wraps of aluminum foils and things like that. You can put this in your pantry.
And just slide it right in there.
Slide it in either this way or that way.
Love it.
So I kind of like that idea.
Me too, me too. I see you have a cheese grater, yet you have no cheese.
I know. Well, you know, how many times have you made muffins and you cooked them a little bit too long and they burned on the bottom?
Don't ask my children.
So take the grater and just kind of gently scrape off the bottom, and it's still a muffin. It's still usable.
Because I would just cut, use a knife, and then all of a sudden,
it's just a lightly grate of that.
Keeps more of the muffin. The muffin. Okay, so you have a candle. It smells good. Lights up the place.
You like cutting onions?
Do it? No. Well, I always cry.
I always cry too. So I found out if you have a candle, have it burning close to you. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but you won't cry.
Does it matter the fragrance?
No, clean linen. Good word for me.
Ty's favorite. Next up on the list, a letter sorter.
A letter sorter. Basically, all these wonderful plastics, and then
have hundreds of these and no tops.
Throw those away. But if you have a lid for these, use a letter sorter. It's perfect size to hold all the different sizes. You can just reach in there and grab them.
Because there's nothing worse than putting, your leftovers in for lunch, and then you can't find
the lid.
Yes.
Yeah.
It affects us all.
It does.
I love cake. I love pound cake, bundt cake, yum, and muffin cups. What do those two have in common?
Well, this particular case is just used for ice. Punch bowl. You have a party.
Yes.
Ice cubes, they melt really fast.
They do.
If you get fill up a bundt pan or a muffin tin, put those in there, they'll last a lot longer.
How did you come up with that one?
Pinterest.
That
Real
is her
simple,
friend.
You just have to, they're out there. There are all sorts of ideas, and they're just waiting to be used.
Another great idea, especially for ladies who have a lot of makeup. You don't want to throw anything away, but you don't know where to keep it. Boom.
And you don't want to keep them on your counter if you have a wait,
drawer. Why can't you keep it on your counter?
Because, you don't want to be a surface abuser. So let's hide it in the drawer.
Just learned a new word. Hide it in the drawer.
And use a silverware tray.
Okay, so we can show that there. And you can see the way everything is neatly split us apart. Got mascara and blush brush and everything. And
exactly.
And a little clip.
A little clip.
Okay. Do your thing back there.
Exactly.
So a towel rack, I see this tip, but make me understand this tip, how a towel rack and spray bottles come together.
This is a small over the door. If you actually want to do it this way, hang it over the door. It just adds more space, and you can put your bottles on like that. Works. I love it. I use it in the kitchen. I don't use it in the bathroom, but I use it in the kitchen right under the kitchen sink.
And it gets it off the ground, which gives you more room.
And it's readily available, just for very handy.
And you won't buy double thinking you don't have it because it's hiding in the back.
Exactly.
Am I outing myself or what? Okay, so
there's always one.
There's always one. So this roll, obviously, there's no more toilet paper. How will that help me?
In this case, I use this for extension cords.
Okay.
Or the blow dryer. Now, how many times have we used the blow dryer and the cord's just hanging? What to do with it? This was a real simple one. I really like that idea, so I use that. And it saves, because sometimes you'll use like masking tape, and then of course you have to remask it. This way you just keep using the same thing.
Last but not least, I see a pair of shoes, I see a coffee filter. How do the two come together?
Well, every now and then our feet get sweaty.
Yes. We're human. You're sweating because you're doing a lot.
Exactly. Well, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Put it in your shoes overnight. It takes it dries them out and takes the smell out.
Your feet will give you 2 thumbs up for that. Oh, Ty, thank you so much. We surely do appreciate every room in the house is getting help thanks to you. And of course, you can find a link to Miss Ty on our website, KCTV5.com. Just click on the Better Casey tab.